came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Israel.
There was a certain Levite, sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim. Who took to himself a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah.
And she went away from him unto her father's house, and was there 4 whole months.
And her husband arose, and went after her, to speak friendly unto her, and to bring her again.
Having a servant with him, and a couple of donkeys.
And she brought him into her father's house.
And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him.
And his father-in-law
The damsel's father.
retained him. He abode with him 3 days.
So they did eat and drink and lodge there. And it came to pass on the 4th day, when they arose early in the morning, that he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law,
Comfort thine heart with a morsel of bread, and afterward go your way.
And they sat down, and did eat and drink, both of them together. For the damsel's father had said unto the man,
Be content, I pray thee. Tarry all night, and let thine heart be merry.
And when the man rose up to depart, his father-in-law urged him. Therefore he lodged there again. And he arose early in the morning on the 5th day to depart. And the damsel's father said,
Comfort thine heart, I pray thee.
And they tarried until afternoon, and they did eat, both of them. And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant, the damsel's father said unto him,
Behold, the day draweth toward evening. I pray you tarry all night. Behold, the day groweth to an end. Lodge here. Thine heart may be merry, and tomorrow get you early on your way that thou mayest go home.
But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed. And came over against Jebus, which is Jerusalem. And there were with him 2 donkeys saddled, and his concubine also was with him.
And when they were by Jebus, the day was far spent, and the servant said unto his master,
Come, I pray thee, and let us turn in into the city of the Jebusites and lodge in it. Huh?
And his master said unto him,
We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger. That is not of the children of Israel.
And he said unto his servant,
Come, and let us draw near to one of these places to lodge all night, in Gibeon, or in Ramah.
And they passed on, and went their way. And the sun went down upon them when they were by Gibeon, which belonged to Benjamin.
And they turned aside thither to go in and to lodge in the When he was king, he standing down in the street of the city, for there was no man that took him into his house to lodge in.
And behold, the men of the place who have been tonight.
And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said,
Whither goest thou? And whence comest thou?
and he said unto him,
We are going to Bethlehem, Judah, towards the side of Mount Ephraim. From thence am I, and I am going to Bethlehem, Judah, but I am now going to the house of the Lord. But there is no man that receiveth me to house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our donkeys, and bread and wine also for me, and for thy handmaid, and for the young man which is with thy servants. There is no want of anything.
and the old man said,
Peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me. Only lodge not in the streets.
Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, certain men of the city, sons of Belial, they set themselves around the house and beat at the door. But spake unto the master of the house, the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into thine house, that we may know him.
and the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them,
Nay, my brethren, may I pray you, do not so wickedly see that this man has come to mine house. Do not despise. Behold, here, my daughter, a maiden, in his concubine, they will bring up to you now. What will ye then? Do to them what you have good unto you. But unto this man, do not so wild things.
but the men would not hearken to him. So he took his concubine and he brought her forth unto them. And they knew her, and abused her all the night until morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day, and she fell down at the door of the man's house, where her Lord